Well, here's a little more that I found out about the shooter, this guy. Big nationalist, not a Trump supporter. He said Trump is not a nationalist, that Trump is a globalist. And he's just got this hatred of Jews, you know. He's got this really and ridiculous notion that, you know, the minorities are going to take over the U.S. and it's not safe, and all this drama that the nationalists, white nationalists, stir up. Okay? Yeah. So this guy is just, again, another one of these loose cannons that belong to these radical nationalist groups, and was posting a lot of really negative, nasty stuff on this site that's called, let me see if I can find that again, which is a site they really should be, you know, monitoring. God, just horrible, horrible stuff on this site. GAB. GAB is a social media network that positions itself as an alternative to Twitter and Facebook because it champions freedom of speech. In other words, it's a hate-fueled, hate-driven site. When they say it champions free speech, it means no holds barred hatred is spoken here, okay? And so that's where he was posting on GAB. And it sounds like from the posts they've got there, GAB is a site that really should be monitored. And when you have an idiot like this that says, I'm going in, you know, they should send somebody out to look at this person, you know. But I guess they have these kind of rants going on there all day about Nazis and, you know, the Jewish and also, you know, any person of color, and just unending drama of hate at these sites. Yes, under the banner of free speech. Horrible. So I guess his big trip is highest. That it says, you like to bring in hostile invaders to dwell among us. Okay. So the guy just was again going off. And here's one of his more controversial things too. About 2 days ago he posted this. So after the big shootings, okay, when the big shooting happened, he said Trump is a globalist, not a nationalist. There's no MAGA as long as there is a kike infestation. It says Quanon is here. He's one of those against, you know, this that Q group is here to get patriots that were against martial law in the 90s to be the ones begging for it now to drain my swamp. But go ahead and keep saying you are winning. So that's 2 days ago. Amazing amount of division on Gab today. Glad the overwhelming Jew problem has been solved so we can now fight with each other. For the record, I did not vote for him, nor have I owned, worn, or even touched a MAGA hat. So, yeah. That's what I've found out about this guy. He's not a Trump supporter. He's definitely not a Hillary supporter. I can tell you that. Definitely not that. He is definitely a nationalist, and not only a nationalist, but a rabid white supremacist nationalist. And sad case. I don't know how you think, what is going through these people's minds that they think going to shoot up a synagogue is going to solve anything. Okay? The only thing it's going to do is take that idiot off the streets for a while. But it's just, the insanity of people just never ceases to amaze. And then, of course, Trump is, oh, it's a horrible thing. I'll have a statement when I get to the rally, when they give me something to read. I'll read the statement and then I'll go off and blame everybody else again for something. Okay? That's his MO. And he can barely get through the statement they give him to read. You see him on the monitor looking in every word, and then, of course, he's got to throw in his own bullshit very soon after that, which discounts everything he just said. So, anyway, I'm going to leave this here, and I will see you online. Finally got my thing today. It just came in the mail. It's really hard to see the light, but you see if I can get it from there you go. If I twist it this way, you can see that it's got my totem, the red tail hawk, on it. And it's a little hard to see. I wish you could see the background. It's got all these trees and the mountains and the red tail hawk flying. It's a I've been looking forever for a necklace that has a red tail hawk, and you cannot find anything out there with red tail hawk. You can find eagles. I have a nice eagle piece, but red tail hawks are really difficult to find. But anyway, I got this from, it's a $20 silver piece. Yeah, $20. Worth $20. $20 silver piece from Canada. And of course on the back it's got the Queen Mother. It's on the back. But I got it for this beautifully painted, and you can't see it really well, but it is painted, the painted hawk that's on the front. And then I did find the one of the silver dollar holders that you can put on and then put a bail on, and so you can wear it. So I did finally get that put together today. Ooh, really happy with it. I just wish it would show better because it's, being that it's uncirculated, you know, it's really shiny. It just picks up the light and just, you know. But anyway, it is a red tail hawk on there. So, we'll continue to watch and see what else plays out on this stuff today. But, again, with Trump in office, it just keeps ramping this up. You know, whether it's a MAGA thing or not, it's still a guy that's a nationalist. That same hate-fueled drama that fuels the Trump supporters. One and the same. There's no difference with that. Okay? So everybody, again, take another breath. Take another breath, and let's just breathe and get through this, and this will pass as well. But you gotta feel for these people and their families, for these families that have family members that were killed just going to synagogue. A horrible, horrible thing. See you online. Thank you for tuning in. Aho.